Good afternoon, my name is Steve Hanlon. I am the head instructor at the Tour Academy at TPC San Antonio. We're here on the 17th hole. I've driven the ball off the fairway slightly to the right into one of the tougher shots in golf, the fairway bunker. I'm in the neighborhood of 125 yards, which for me would be about a standard pitching wedge shot. And the keys to this shot, I think, are number one, making sure that I take a club that's going to give me enough loft to get over any obstacles that I might have in front of me. So in this particular shot, I've got nothing in front of me, so what I'm going to do is, instead of taking my pitching wedge for a standard 125 yard, the way that I like to play the fairway bunker shots are pretty easy. I'm going to go down one club in loft, and I'm going to use my 9-iron. Fundamentals of the shot, what I'd like to start to see happen is, traditionally with a 9-iron, I would play that golf ball directly in the center of my stance. And what I'd like to do for this shot is I'd like to move that ball one ball back of the center of my stance, trying to ensure ball contact first before I get to the sand. Second thing that I'd like to start to see us do is go ahead and just grip down roughly about 1 inch on the shaft. Gripping down a little bit on that shaft will give us a little bit more control of the golf club. And from there, what I want to do is, once I'm set and I've got my golf ball back, one ball back of center, I'd like to go ahead and really try to anchor my trailing foot. So for the right-handed player, that'd be our right foot. For the left-handed player, that'd be our left foot. But we're going to really anchor the trailing foot here. Now, I'd like a majority of the weight to stay, and I'm going to say majority meaning 60% on the left side. I want that weight to stay on the lead leg. This is a shot where I want to try to use more upper body than lower body. In the sand is not as firm and as stable as if we were out in the fairway. So we're going to anchor the trailing foot. We're going to keep a little bit more weight on the lead leg. And at this point, gripping down roughly 1 inch on the shaft, all we're going to try to do is keep our lower body really pretty quiet here, swing the upper body up, and really try to make certain that we're leading that shot down with our hands in front of the club head, ensuring ball contact first. My name is Steve Hanlon. I am the head instructor at the Tour Academy at TPC San Antonio. I'd like to invite you guys out anytime for a private lesson, group instruction, or corporate clinics.
This portion of Inside Texas Golf is brought to you by G-Glove, the best way to keep your club grips dry in wet course conditions. Well, we're fresh off the golf course, and now it's time to talk a little business. We're here with the Director of Marketing at the JW Marriott San Antonio Hill Country Resort and Spa. Beautiful place here. Let's kind of talk a little bit about why this place is the ideal destination for Americans to come to.
Well, thank you for being here. It really is the ideal hill country destination here in Texas. It's just a fantastic resort. We're 12 miles north of the San Antonio International Airport, but as you look around here, we're just surrounded by those rolling green hills that we all love here in the hill country. It's a 1,002-room resort, highlighted by this 36-hole PGA Tour golf facility at TPC San Antonio. You know, it's home of the Valero Texas Open. It'll be here coming up April 2011. We can't wait for it. But in addition to the golf, there's a lot of world-class amenities here. Lots of reasons for families and for couples to come visit.
Let's talk about that. Obviously, the water park is one of the highlights for the children.
Children and all of us, actually. It's a 6-acre, $15 million water experience. There is a huge main activity pool. There's a lazy river. There's a fast-moving action river ride. There's 6 different water slides, and it's all overlooking the hill country. We have a restaurant out there, the Rivertop Bar and Grill. It's easily a place you could come make a weekend out of, if not a week.
And speaking of grill, how about the sports bar? I mean, it's a paradise.
How about that sports bar? Let me tell you, that sports bar, I've never seen anything quite like it. High velocity, we have a 120-foot long green, 12 feet high. It literally stretches from one end of the bar to the other. It's a sports paradise.
I hear the spa here is fantastic.
I'll tell you, this spa is world-class. Lantana Spa here at the JW Marriott, unbelievable 27,000 square foot spa facility. It has 30 different treatment rooms, has its own private pool, its own restaurant, its own fitness room, movement studio. It's really the type of spa that you can come make a week-long vacation at. Really, just another reason to come here and enjoy vacation here at the JW Marriott.
Director of Marketing, Mike Cass, we do appreciate it.
Jeff, thank you so much for being out here. We really appreciate it.
Now here's the second part of our series on Lyons Municipal Golf Course just west of downtown Austin. The eyes of Texas are upon you, Lyons Municipal. That's because this Austin golf course represents the past and present, but not necessarily the future. It's an issue that plagues many large cities. When does the value of the land outweigh the history beneath it?
This has provided tranquility and a way of life and I think an important aspect of people's recreation in Austin.
In 1910, Colonel George Brackenridge donated 503 acres for the benefit of the University of Texas. The UT System Board of Regents created the Brackenridge Tract Task Force in 2006 to develop new plans for the property. World Golf Hall of Famer and golf course designer Tom Kite would like to redevelop some of the Brackenridge tract while preserving some aspect of Lyons Municipal Golf Course.
You know, you really have to admire the University of Texas. They are a model citizen, and for years, I mean, they got basically nothing for rent from the city of Austin for that piece of property. That's been a golf course for a long time, and it has served a wonderful purpose for the community of Austin. You know, maybe there's some way to tweak Muni to where it's a little bit different than the format that it's in right now, but still preserve golf, still protect that neighborhood, and yet allow the university to be able to capitalize on some of the assets that they have laying there. You know, there's got to be a little give and take.
But his former Longhorn teammate and World Golf Hall of Famer Ben Crenshaw feels a bit different and wants to see Old Muni remain just the way it is.
This is a fabulous place and it needs to be preserved. I know so many families who know that there are very few places you can drop your kid off, leave them all day, and they'll be just fine. It's that simple. I would just shudder to know if this place leaves, what these acres and this area of town would be like in 8 years. It's going to be chaotic at best. Much more traffic, much more noise.
You know, there's got to be a little give and take. It's a tough situation, and I can see both sides of the argument.
So the debate rolls on. What do you say we make a little house call with our golf doctor, Mark Dwinell?
What's up, Doc?
Hi, I'm Dr. Mark Dwinell, and today killing it through strengthening and stretching. That's right, KISS. Not Knights in Satan's Service or even Keep It Simple Sailor. I'm talking about having a killer game through stretching and strengthening. Now, I don't mean to make you feel guilty, but that's my job. I'm your doctor. However, this is much simpler than you might think. Simply taking 15 to 30 minutes a day, 3 to 4 times a week will improve your game. And when I mean improve, I mean studies have shown you can increase your drives up to 50 yards. That's 50 more yards than the old you when you weren't doing this. Now, I wish I had time to talk about specific strengthening exercises. However, I don't. There's plenty of information out there on the web that may be able to help you. And also a small caveat, if you're not feeling good, if you're having pain in your shoulders, your back, or really anywhere, see a doctor first because we don't want to re-injure those areas. However, if you're feeling good, you're feeling strong, 2 phases. Phase 1, 6 to 8 weeks of light training, say 15, 10 pounds, multiple repetitions, up to 20 times each. Just do this for 15 to 30 minutes, 3 to 4 times, and this will start to build your musculature, will start to strengthen your tendons, and will prepare you for phase 2, and that would be strengthening exercises more specific to the core musculature in your shoulders and your back, areas that we use specifically for golf. Start simple, start light, then continue and concentrating on your strength and exercise, and that will give you a better game. The doctor is out. I'm Dr. Mark Dwinell. See you on the green.
This portion of Inside Texas Golf is brought to you by Navajo Skincare. Feel what your skin's been missing. Rejuvenate with natural peptides from Navajo Skincare. You can advertise or sponsor a segment of Inside Texas Golf. Just call Jody Park and ask to be a part of our show. We're here on the 18th fairway of the beautiful AT&T Oaks course at the TPC San Antonio. Absolutely beautiful. You know what? Let's give them a little trivia. What do you say?
All right.
What is the first PGA tournament of the PGA Tour?
We need the name of the course and its location. Email us your answers, and next show we'll announce the winner. The winner will receive 2 free rounds of golf here at TPC San Antonio.